another game of Grizzly basketball as we kind of rush yet again to get settled in here in the middle school as the boys are going to take on Paola. Both of these teams winless in their seasons at the halfway mark of the year, and so someone will leave with their first win. It's just a matter of who it is. Paola last night fell to Independence, as I was able to listen to most of that game last night. And Independence led by like 17, 18 points against Paola in the second half, and then the Panthers clawed back in it, got within 4, and then Indy stretched it back out. So Paola, at least in terms of a game script, sounded similar to us as yesterday against Ottawa. Labette County was down 17, 18 points, gets within 4, and then goes on to lose by 10 points or so yesterday. So both these teams have had similar rides on the roller coaster, and so hopefully today Labette County can get a win against Paola. Starters are being named off, as we'll start with Labette County, as they will be without the likes of Dylan Johnson today, who had started a few games for Labette County this season, a lot of games actually. Nolan Nash started yesterday, and he'll start again. So here we go. Number 3, Xavier Phillips. Number 5, Nolan Nash. Number 4, Kagan Bates. Number 15, Hudson Baker, and we'll see what number Barrett Heston is wearing today. As
I think he got 11 on today.
He's worn 24, 14, and 11, and I think I like 11, as that's what he has on today, the 5th starter, Barrett Heston, as he hit 5 3-point shots yesterday, Ian, with 15 points, but our man Hudson Baker had 28.
Wow, yeah. I just hope for another game like that today, and if that does happen to be the case, they just need to do a lot better on defense, and if that happens, then Labette County will get an easy win today if they score the same they did yesterday and then play defense. Fine.
Starters are in for Paola. Number 1, a 5'9" junior, J.D. Troutman. The 1-2 punch is Troutman, and then right here, number 2, a 6'1" junior, Caden Cohey. Number 3, a 6-foot-tall junior, Jace Curley. Number 21, a 6'4" sophomore, Hoyt Hoffine, I already forgot. Number 24, a 6'3" junior, Micah Sanders. Head coach Ryan O'Shell for Paola. For Labette County, Bradley Argabright, assisted by Davey Brown and Brian Tucker. We'll go ahead and keep it here as both teams are getting set for tip-off. Labette County in their white uniforms with red numbers and red arrows dashing down both sides of their rib cages. And Paola will be in their black uniforms with kind of a off gold color as part of the numbers, and it says Paola across the chest. Toe-to-toe at midcourt will be Hudson Baker, and it'll be Hofine there with him at the black Wildcat at midcourt.
Hoffine. There you go.
How fine is Hoffine? There we go. Now I'll remember. Here we go. Baker wins the tip, and it'll go to Kagan Bates. Possession number 1. 2 winless teams going at it in the last place game. We'll see if Labette County can snag one here. Phillips with the ball at the top of the key. He'll look to drive, take a couple dribbles, and hit a cutting Heston, who had 15 yesterday off 5 3-point makes.
Yeah, tremendous shooting yesterday by Barrett Heston, hoping to take that into today's game.
Heston pulls up from about 14 and misses it, but Nolan Nash, the freshman, there for the board. They go into Baker, collects, fakes left, goes right, shoots off the glass and scores, picking right up where he left off.
Yeah, I'm going to carry that 28-point game, or 26, I forgot already, into today's game, so just ready for him to do tremendous again.
1 minute into the first quarter, Labette County gets their fingertips on a pass. It was Phillips, and then the ball tumbled to Hudson. 2-0 Labette County early. This is a Labette County team that's starting to figure things out offensively. Scored 61 points yesterday, a season high, but defensively gave up 71. So they're clicking a little bit. We'll see if they can piece it together.
I think today is going to hopefully be it.
Nash, 3-point play for him. Off the glass, misses it. Rebound. Hofine up ahead. Hoffine.
There you go.
Just keep going, Ian. I'll get it. Here's a block by Hudson. Now Nash, dumped down to Baker. Catches it with one hand. Finds Heston. What a feed. 3-point look for Barrett. Too strong rebound, Paola. And here comes Troutman.
Yeah, just a little too strong on that 3-point shot, but not a bad look at all, and a really good pass from Hudson.
Top of the key, Paola has it. Cohee. Him and Troutman are their main threats. Corner, it's Sanders with the basketball. Pounds with the right hand, shoots a hook shot contested by Phillips, and it might have been blocked by Xavier. As it was. The official at half court corrected the baseline judge and says it was off Phillips, and it'll stay with Paola.
As number 44, Eli Richmond will check in for number 21, Hoffman.
5:50 left in the first quarter, 2-0 Labette County. Paola with possession. Cohee flips it right side, Curley. Looks inside, nothing there. Back to Cohee, turns, shoots, and misses it. Rebound underneath. The newly checked in Richmond misses a layup. Phillips fighting, and a jump ball is the call. Will still stay with the team in black. That's Paola.
Yeah, Labette County needs a box out. That's kind of something they struggled with the past two games in this Burlington tournament, is boxing out and getting rebounds, and it's kind of been a struggle for them.
Goes into Richmond. Holds the ball, throws it in, and it's off of Hudson Baker's foot as he was sliding within the confines of the passing lane. Both coaches today for Labette County sporting a more casual, comfortable look. Coach Argebright not in his normal suit and tie, in a grizzly polo over there. So he's in some more athletic wear today, pacing up and down the sideline. As here's a missed three-point shot by Paola. Troutman on the attempt. Rebound, Labette. Phillips, one-hand quarterback pass. Baker throws it down, plus the foul. Xavier Phillips with a bit of a quarterback pass from half court, whipped it on a rope to Hudson, who took one step and slammed it, plus the foul.
Yeah, a really good pass from Xavier, and then just an amazing slam by Hudson Baker there and get that N1 call.
On the same rim that he rattled yesterday right before halftime of the Ottawa game. That was a heck of a putback dunk for Hudson before half in yesterday's contest. He'll miss the three-point play. 4-0 Labette County. The first foul of the game, it went on Richmond. Paola with the ball in a half-court situation. It's in the hands of Cohee. On a cutting baseline drive, Sanders takes a dribble against Phillips on the left side. Here's a drive to the hoop for Troutman. Adjust over Heston shoots and misses. Phillips out and running left to right. Bounce pass Bates. Back to Phillips. Lob play is not good, but Baker's putback is, plus the foul yet again. Hudson Baker trying to convert his first three-point play of the game, but he has 6 already.
That would have been amazing if Xavier would have got that lob from Kagan, but just a really good rebound by Hudson Baker there on the second chance shot. As to Panthers checked into the game, number 21 Hoffine and number 40 Hall.
Three-point play converted by Baker. He's got all 7 of Labette County's points, but the assist and the passes, particularly from Xavier Phillips, have been on frozen ropes and fun to watch here. 4:40 left in the first quarter, 7-0 good guys. Richmond, top of the key. Hoffine left wing, defended by Phillips. Back to Richmond. He'll hold it in his holster, belt high. Rip a three, drill a three, and put 3 fingers in the air as he jogs back down.
Did not expect their big man to shoot that 3, but hey, it went in and counts for 3 on the board.
We'll see how Hudson defends him next time around, as Hudson gave him every bit of 5 feet there. Here's Nash, finds himself open, pops it, misses it. Rebound Richmond. Head coach for Paola is Ryan O'Shell. Didn't mention that earlier. 4-minute mark, first quarter, as we've ticked past it. Heston playing really nice on the ball defense here, threatening a 5-second call. Now he finds Cohee. He'll Euro into the chest of Baker and draw a foul. First on Hudson, and the first as a team on Labette County.
Yeah, not bad defense at all by Labette County there. Just Cohee found himself a wide open lane and took it to the rim.
Cohee wearing a compression sleeve around his right leg, color black. He'll let it fly. First free throw's good. Second free throw for Cohee to make it a 2-point Grizzly advantage. Right now it sits at 3. Waiting to check in is Jace Curley. Should his teammate make his second free throw, Xavier Phillips being tended to, getting some tape wrapped around his left wrist. Now he'll trot back in near the half-court line. Cohee at the line. A few dribbles, spins it back to himself, lets it rip, and hits both free throws. 7-5, Labette County on top, and in comes Curley for Cohee.
Hopefully Labette County can stay dangerous on offense, as they're looking pretty good right now.
3:40 first quarter. Phillips with another pass to Heston, another pass to Baker, who's met at the rim, but he's fouled. And Baker will look for points 8 and 9 from the stripe. Labette County whipping the ball around the floor.
Yeah, we're slinging the ball around the court right now and finding everybody open and finding good passes. Luckily, it's been Hudson the whole time.
Baker's first free throw hits the front of the rim and then falls forward and down. 8-5, Labette County on top. Second free throw for Baker is released and hit.
Really good job by Hudson there, making both his free throws and making adjustments from the first time he went around to the free throw line and missed his free throw. He's pretty upset about that.
Losing the ball off his leg is Troutman. Phillips will corral it but lose it out of bounds. Just slipped out of his hands, and Paola will get it back. But good defense by Xavier on the initial steal.
Yeah, good job by Xavier there, just getting that steal. Just kind of slipped out of his hand or something. I'm not quite sure. Maybe hit off his leg. It kind of looked like that as well.
Nine to 5 is the score. Labette County up 4. Hudson Baker with all 9 for Labette. Skip pass to Cohee for Paola.
Wow.
Rises, blocked by Baker. Phillips rebounds the block. 1-on-2. He'll take it, shoot it, miss it. Baker's putback is an ill attempt, but his second attempt is good. It thought about it for an eternity, but fell down.
Yeah, I thought maybe they were going to call another foul there, and he would have went to the free throw line again.
Paola gets it across half court in the hands of Cohee. Paola has struggled to defend Labette County, as did Ottawa, particularly Hudson. They throw it away again. Heston forwards it. Phillips off the glass. Baker will not throw it down but lay it in. Labette County with a little NBA Jam type play there. Phillips tried to give Baker a highlight play, but he kind of settled for a bit of a lay-in. Anyways, Labette County having fun, and that is a fun sight to see. 13-5 good guys, 2:30 left in the first quarter. Timeout Paola, back in 30 seconds. This is Grizzly basketball. Labette County enjoying their first 5.5 minutes in Burlington Middle School on the third and final day of the tournament. Hudson Baker with all 13 of Labette County's points, but they have been unselfish passes. Xavier Phillips right before Paola's timeout. In transition, tossed the ball off the glass to try to give Hudson a highlight dunk, but he kind of just laid it in, but it was awful close. Phillips will force a jump ball out of the timeout. Possession Labette County. And Coach O'Shell just tries to direct his troops.
Yeah, really good job by Labette County playing on really good defense right now.
Labette County playing confident and looking loose. Bates finds Nash right below us as Labette moves the ball left to right as you view the dial. Paola right to left. Baker, short corner, holds it above everybody, finds Phillips. He's fouled on his attempt and will shoot 2 free throws. Labette County's length giving Paola a bit of fits.
Yeah, really good cut by Xavier there and really good find. And then going up strong with the ball, and then just couldn't quite get it to convert for him, but he does get 2 shots at the free throw line.
First free throw for Xavier is up and in. 14-5, and that's the first Grizzly to score not named Hudson Baker.
Can't believe it's still the first quarter. There's still 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Xavier spins the ball in his hand, lets it rest on his hip for a moment, and fires it and misses it strong. Paola with the board. Troutman to Cohee. Paola looking to maybe get a little run going here. In the game is Lane Hoffine. He'll find at the top Cohee. He'll drive, shoot, and is fouled. And Paola fans that kind of surround our table a little bit, trying to egg on their 5 on the floor.
As 3 new white jerseys look to find themselves in the game in an upcoming stop of possession.
Troutman's first free throw hits the front of the rim and dies off to the right as 3 Grizzlies will check in.
Briggs Knight, Carson Lamb, and Drew Scheibe will check into the game for Barrett Heston, Hudson Baker, and Nolan Nash. So kind of a smaller group for Labette County, but definitely got a lot of skill out there.
He misses the second, and a good box out. He actually missed both. Good box out by Labette County. Phillips with a confident drive to the rack is fouled on the floor. That's a block on Paola. That might be the 5th as a team on the Panthers. It is.
It is. So Xavier will be shooting 2 shots at the free throw line.
Xavier's 1 for 2 on his first trip, just a possession ago. His second free throw is up and in, just like the last pair. Hopefully he can go 100% on this vacation to the line.
As Richmond for Paola checks in for Hoffine.
Finally got that name down.
Good job.
It took a few possessions. I had to write it down. Second free throw for Phillips. Bends at the knees, fires, and hits it. 16-5 Labette County leads by 11. Minute 38 first quarter against Paola. Both these teams searching for their first win. Skip pass goes to Troutman. Good closeout defense by Briggs Knight. Labette County looks energized and ready to go today, Ian. And who would have thought on the 3rd day of 3 straight games, as here's a travel on Paola. Good defense on the ball by Drew Scheibe. Turnover Panthers.
Yeah, really good job by Labette County, playing tremendous defense right now on Paola and giving him a hard time to the basket and finding a shot.
Briggs Knight has the ball on the left side and a foul away from the ball. An offensive one on Labette County. They get Drew Scheibe on the offensive foul. So here are the Panthers. Walking across the black timeline, splitting the floor in half is J.D. Troutman. Finds Cohee in front of Coach Argerbright with his right hand extended, now his left, giving his defense some extra motivation. Here's a drive and floater buried by J.D. Troutman for their second field goal of the game.
Yeah, good shot by Troutman there, finding his way in the lane and getting a good little floater to fall for him.
Briggs Knight finds Scheibe in the corner. Scheibe lets it rip and hits it. Drew Scheibe finds the bottom of the rack from beyond the black arc and gets it to go.
Yeah, good shot by Scheibe there.
19-7, Scheibe pops it back out to a 12-point lead. Entry pass intercepted by Scheibe. Drew Scheibe, good possession, offense and defense here. He'll get to the rim, miss a lay-in, and Paola has numbers. Carson Lamb talking down the ball handler, but being able to lay it in is J.D. Troutman, and Labette County nearly throws it away. I think it went off Kagan Bates, and it will be Paola ball. Troutman with 4 points for Paola.
Yeah, not bad by Labette County, just kind of threw the ball down the court. Wow.
A foul right before the buzzer on Labette County on the shot attempt. And so shooting 2 for the Panthers will be Micah Sanders, and he'll be left alone at the free throw line, as it'll be the end of the quarter after he shoots both these free throws. And sometimes I think it's harder, Ian, to shoot free throws when there's nobody at the line.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely agree on that. It's really hard to make a free throw in general, and then when you're by yourself at the free throw line, it's even harder, it feels like. So
Whole gym's quiet and just watching you and only you.
Yeah.
But Sanders does knock down the first, proves
So
my
much
point
pressure.
wrong. And the second one grazes the front of the rim. So that'll be the end of one from Burlington Middle School. Labette County 19, Paola 10. Back in a minute with Grizzly basketball.
My name is Bria and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today and we are here for you tomorrow.
Eli Richmond gets a bucket to go in the closing seconds of that break there. Labette County on the other end of the floor, searching for their first bucket of the second quarter, but this is just their first try at it. Early afternoon game. Paola, Labette County. 19-12, Grizzlies lead. Bates on the floor with Scheibe, who has a three-point basket. Phillips, Lamb, and Knight.
Yeah, not bad at all. Defense by Paola right now. Just can't find anything open for us. Sorry, I was just going to say there's four Grizzlies over there about to check in.
Here's Scheibe at the volleyball line, holding the ball, given a lot of room by Cohee. Now he finds Lamb, who pulls up and misses. Rebound Troutman. Paola still hanging in there with Labette County playing pretty loose here, as a three-point shot is good by Caden Cohee. And they're on a 5-0 run to open the second quarter. Coach Argabright wants a word. It'll be a full timeout. We'll keep it here and thank Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Community National Bank, Tank Connection, Wood Insurance Center, USD 506, The Corner Store, and Olson Ace Hardware. It was a full timeout. Back in 30 seconds with more of the second quarter from Burlington. Labette County with the basketball in the midst of a Paola 5-0 run. A missed shot by Phillips. Rebound Panthers, who are within 4 with 6.5 minutes left in the first half. Caden Blackledge on the floor with Phillips, Nash, Baker, and Heston. A drive to the rim by Paola is missed by Troutman. He's got 4 of their points. And Labette County quickly the other way. Hopefully that cheerleader's okay, as ball kind of hit her in the shoulder as it was a rifle for Labette County in transition, out of bounds. Turnover, Grizzlies.
As Arg just kind of yells at him, hey, you should have been in the corner. Not right there, and that's kind of what an outlet pass is. You know, you kind of find them in the corner or outside, and you can have the guy who threw it to the corner kind of cut inside and get themselves open. So definitely frustrated with his Grizzlies right now, as they should not be up by only 4 right now, as they did start the game out really, really strong and just kind of let up from there. Like we saw yesterday against Ottawa, you know, we went on a really good run and then just stopped.
Hudson Baker had Labette County's first 13 points and then sat for a lot of the end of that first quarter. Now he's back in. Paola with the basketball underneath is able to get the friendly roll. Micah Sanders on the basket, and we have a 2-point affair. Blackledge with the ball, defended by Troutman, given 3 feet of space. Phillips has been aggressive in this tournament, finds Heston. He had 5 3-pointers yesterday, pulls this one down. Baker flashes and catches left elbow, defended by 2 Panthers. Turn and give Heston. Puts the ball on the deck once and finds Nash. Phillips in the corner, isolated Baker. Now he's doubled, gives it to Phillips, loses it going up, and it's off of Labette County. Paola ball.
Yeah, really good drive from Xavier Phillips, finding himself on the cut. Just kind of went up and it slipped out of his hands again. Not sure if his hands are a little sweaty or the ball's a little slippery right now. It's kind of twice now it's happened.
3-point shot for the lead, well off the mark by Troutman. Rebound Hudson. 5 minutes, second quarter, and Nash thought he maybe saw something he didn't and threw it away. Panthers pick it up, and here they come right to left moving. Cohee, left-hand dribble, gets to the rim, misses it, but he's fouled, and he'll try to tie this game for Paola. They've been in the hole ever since the word go, so a tie would maybe help out Coach O'Shell's squad.
Yeah, it's been a different Paola team that we've seen after one of the timeouts, I think, and Hudson came out and they took a lot of advantages to that as Cohee misses his first free throw attempt, and Kagan Bates will check in for Caden Blackledge.
One more for Cohee. Lets it fly and hits it. Soft touch from the junior. He has 6 points, leading the way for his Panthers, as checking out for Paola is Hoyt Hoffheim. 2-3 look for Paola, as now they're communicating and shifting around. Now it's kind of a man-to-man. Now they kick it. Labette County does. Heston wants his first 3 of the game. Looked good, 99% of the trip there. Rebound goes off of Baker. Paola ball, down 1.
Yeah, not a bad look by Nolan Nash either. He should have maybe shot at that, but Barrett looked to have a good shot as well. Just kind of hit off the front of the rim and bounced. And good try by Hudson to get the rebound.
Pass thrown away by Richmond. Coach Hoyt,
Nice.
or Coach O'Shell, I was looking at Hoyt Hoffine on the roster. Coach O'Shell didn't like that pass by Richmond. Labette County's fouled in transition, and they'll throw it in right below us. Xavier Phillips, the inbounder. Lucas Nance in the game for the first time for Paola. He'll replace their starting guard, J.D. Troutman. Ball is in play, 4:15 and counting. Kagan Bates holds the ball eye level, now starts his dribble. Nash, he's playing catch. A 2-1-2 offense for Labette. 2 guards, Hudson in the middle, and then the 2 forwards running the baseline. Now looking for high-low. Baker doesn't find anything underneath. He's triple teamed, goes into it, turns, fires, misses, bucket, plus the foul. I was waiting to see if it was a foul away from the shot, but I guess they're going to say Hudson is the one that was fouled, and Hudson gets his 3rd bucket plus the foul of the game.
Yeah, Hudson's going to the free throw line a lot this ball game, and he's definitely making them pay because he's making his free throws as well, and the shot too.
And 1 free throw for Hudson, good. He's got 16. 22-18 Labette County. That's 2 fouls on their big man, Richmond. He did come off the bench, though, so not their starting center. 3-point shot for Paola is good. Jace Curley finds the bottom of the nylon for the first time tonight, and it's a 1-point Grizzly lead. Coach Argabright has a seat.
Just a good shot by Paola right there. There's Hudson Baker coming at you, and you make it in his face.
Foul on Paola as Bates hit the deck alongside Curley, as Curley gets up limping a little bit, favoring his right leg. Troutman, not much of a break, replaces Nance, who checked in for him earlier. Phillips, chest pass into Bates, begins his dribble with his left hand. Red basket. Ref stopped the play.
They didn't start the clock whenever, they didn't start the clock whenever it started.
Good catch by the official on the far side. I wouldn't be able to probably catch that if I was reffing.
No.
So many things going on. 3:15 left in the half. It's a 1-point Grizzly lead after a really nice start. Baker tucks it, shoots, or was going to shoot, but traveled before his would-be pass attempt, actually, as Phillips backdoored. Turnover, Labette County. I don't think Paola's led yet today, Ian.
No, I do not think so. They've been on a couple runs here and there, but haven't made a push to overcome their deficit.
Paola looking to get their first lead of the game on this possession with 2:50 left in the first quarter. Paola whipping the ball around the three-point line, and there's Bates in the passing lane. He'll jump stop, give it to Baker, wide open lane.
They're gonna call travel.
And he traveled before he rocked that same rim again as he caught it. And my best guess is that he hesitated just enough that it was a travel rather than catch it in complete stride, as it was like a receiver catching a ball and just running. But in real time, it didn't look too much like a travel.
Yeah, no, I looked over at Argerbright just to see what he was going to have a reaction of or do. He just kind of stood there with his hands on his knees and was just like, what?
Three-point shot for Paola is good. Caden Cohey with his second three of the game, and Paola goes up 2.
There's their first lead of the game.
Baker right elbow, backdoor Phillips. They've been wanting to do that,
No.
as that's going to be a block on Paola. As Phillips threw a one-hand pass to Heston in the corner, and after he threw it, he ran into the heart of a Paola defender underneath, but they call it a block. That's the 4th team foul on Paola of the second quarter, and the second on Sanders.
Number 11, Lucas Nance will check into to the game. Sorry, I was yawning.
Maybe Ian doesn't like the early starts.
I'm not a...
Not a morning guy?
No,
Not a
definitely
1:30 guy?
Nance checked into the game for Paola.
Nash in the corner, great ball movement for Labette, results in a Nolan Nash 3-ball, 25-24. Back and forth we go now.
Maybe it'll help him get a little bit more confidence in his shot, because he's a great shot and a great ball player, and he just needs to shoot it a little bit more.
Drive for Paola, travel, turnover Panthers. Nance got sped up in the paint. (25-24), Labette County snatches back a 1-point lead after Nolan Nash hits a 3. Minute 50 left in the half. Ball in the corner. Heston wants a 3, misses it, fought for. Baker finds himself with it, rises above the rest, and scores his 18th point.
Insane. Hudson's been playing out of his mind in this tournament.
Paola has shot the 3-ball well. They've hit 3 and haven't taken too many. Here's a kick out, 3-point shot for Hall. Bottoms, tied at 27.
Just when you were saying something about it, they make a 3-pointer.
Usually it's the other way around. That's the 5th 3 of the game for Paola, mind you. Baker with a drive, sheds a defender and scores. Man, teams here in Burlington are having a hard time figuring out how to defend the 6'8 Baker.
He's a post, but also a guard.
He's playing so well.
He's playing tremendous.
Really, it goes back even throughout the whole season. He's really carried our team offensively, but particularly the last month or so, Hudson Baker has leaned into his abilities, as he will pick up a foul and check out, it looks like, as Paola got fouled driving to the rim, but it was on the floor.
Yeah, our boys. Briggs will check in for Hudson Baker.
It must not have been on. It was on Barrett. Okay, his first. So Hudson just takes a breather, didn't pick up a foul there. As good hands by Barrett, but it'll be a foul. He can't believe it. Instant reaction from Barrett. The team's 3rd foul of the quarter, his 2nd. 45 seconds left in the half. Troutman to throw it in, doesn't have anybody. Now he finds Lane Hoffine back in the game, brother of Hoyt Hoffine. Here's a drive and a block by Phillips, but a foul. Troutman on the floor again, they say the foul.
Wow. I think they've missed a couple of those in this tournament where they've been going to the basket and, taking 2 steps. They say it's on the ground still.
Ball movement for Paola is quick out of the inbounds play. 3-point shot, Cohey hits it.
Wow. Paola is just sticking in this game with us, and they do not want to let up.
6th 3 of the half for Paola. Cohee has 3 of them. Labette County down 1 with 15 ticks left in the half. Phillips with the ball, dribbling at half court. Argerbright bent at the knees, watching his offense play. Down to 7 seconds. Phillips at the top, closed out on by Hoffine. Loses control, and Hoffine's brother has it. 1 second left. Floater from 3, no good. Similar to what Caton O'Brien hit in the girls' game, but it didn't fall for Hoffine. At the end of the first half, we have a good one. It's 30 Paola, 29 Labette County. Back in 2 minutes with head coach of the Lady Grizzlies, Brianna Vollmer, as part of the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show. Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show, as we welcome in now Coach Brianna Vollmer of the Lady Grizzlies, who fell in Independence earlier this afternoon, or here in the high school against Independence, 53-52. And Coach, I just want to start by saying, and I know you might not care, but that was a great play that you drew up there at the end. I mean, that was perfect.
Yeah, we had 2 looks at it. I mean, it's exactly, they ran it to perfection. Caton's man fell down, and she had 2 good opportunities.
Yeah.
We could have pitched over the top, or, you know, we knew we wanted a kid catch on the block. We run that play. It looks a little different from time to time,
Sure.
but we got the look, and that's all you can ask for at the end of the game like that, especially with the big comeback we had.
Yeah, and I wanted to talk a little about that. Sometimes in games, we get tunnel vision and only pay attention to what we did wrong in the last minute. But that second quarter, only scoring 4 points, hurt a little bit, and Indy played pretty well. But how did you see the game develop in your eyes with some of the ebbs and flows?
You know, we knew that they were going to look a ton different. Johnson, number 34, was back. She
Right.
didn't play the first time around, and we knew what she brought to the table. She's a dominant post player, you know, one of the most dominant we'll see all season. And we knew we had to make adjustments with her, and then we knew what Etchison brings to the table in terms of her speed and her athleticism and her will to score. You know, she reminds me a lot of some of my kids at times. And I don't think we adjusted enough early, and then we kind of played scared. You know, it was a totally different ball game than it was last night, and we didn't adjust very well. You know, we probably shouldn't have been in that situation at all at the end of the game, but it's how it goes. That's how the cookie crumbles. And I thought, you know, these girls, they're frustrating at times because they play so fast, and then once you say, hey, we're in scramble, they're like, all right, bet, let's go. instead of playing like that for 4 quarters. So as soon as we said that, they were like, game on, let's do this. And I just said, hey, I want you to be exhausted in this game. We're going to take some gambles. And, you know, I tried to run some structured stuff early in the game to get us some looks, and it just wasn't happening. So I let them be basketball players, let them create and go play. And, you know, 32 points later from Kaiten O'Brien, that's what the finish was. It was just too little too late. You know, we should have made some free throws to seal the deal. And, again, we got opportunity and we didn't capitalize. But I'm really proud of my kids. You know, not a lot of teams, you know, I've had can be 14 points down. I think it was 14 at one point, and battle back and have a look at taking the lead twice.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm proud of my kids. I'm proud of this group. They've shown some grit over the course of this tournament. Unfortunately, we went 1 and 2, but, you know, I'll take those games any day, and I'll take any of my kids any day of the week.
Absolutely. I agree with that, Coach. Kaiten had, I think, just over 60 points in the 3-day span, and I know you guys won't get caught up in that. As you said, went 1 and 2, not where you wanted to be, but, man, did Kaiten score the basketball. But also defensively, during that comeback, she was a big cog in that wheel to get the wheels going again and come back against Indy, and her passes as well have been pretty solid. Kaiten had a good 3 days.
Yeah, she's had a great 3 days. I think she kind of settled in. She didn't score against Pittsburgh, and I don't think she took that to heart. You know, she was excited about the win, and she was excited that she got her teammates involved. But she had a really great tournament. A lot of these teams are her style, you know, get to the rim.
That's a good point.
You know, not sit back in a zone, and that's her style of basketball, and she capitalized on it. She's had a great 3 days here, and she's going to build on that. I think, you know, she just made everybody better around her, and she took a ton of shots. And, again, you know, we want to get up in your face. I think I was the most proud, not necessarily the comeback, but our ability to do that without fouling. And, you know, it would have been really easy. And I was a little hesitant. I told him in a timeout I took really early with, like, almost 4 minutes left. I said, hey, guys, you know, I say scramble. That doesn't mean that you start hacking, slapping, and fouling. That means we want the basketball in our hands, and then we go play defense. And everything happened that probably could have happened for us to get a win, and we just didn't hit the shot at the end. You know, Etchison fouls out, you know, and it just went in our favor. We just didn't hit the shot. So I'm proud of my kids. I'm proud of Kaiten's effort. I'm proud of her teammates' effort. It was a group effort tonight, and Jaden Davis came off the bench and played a huge fourth quarter. You know, we threw her in there. We needed a different look, and she was not fearful at all of that moment and was kind of oblivious, which was a really good thing. But that's a big moment for her, and we're going to ride on that, and we're going to build on that and continue to get better from this.
Love this team. So fun to watch grind and face adversity. I thought they overcame it pretty well, and you said it perfectly. Put yourselves in a position to win. A couple things just didn't fall your way. We'll play Independence in like 10 days. Back at home, have 4 straight home games. That'll feel good, and we get Tuesday off. So enjoy that brief time off, and then we'll hit the ground running again.
Awesome. Thank you for everything this week.
Hey, you betcha. Thank you, Coach.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. As thank you, Coach Falmer, for coming up. As she said that perfectly right there. Everything that happened to give us a win happened, except for maybe a couple things late. But yeah, so great for Coach Falmer to come up here and chat. 2:40 left until the second half takes place of Labette County and Paola's contest. We'll take a 30-second break and come back with more of the Eye Care Associates halftime show, but for the boys' game. (30-29), Labette County trails Paola here at the halftime break of this one. Hudson Baker had 20 first half points. I mean, that's a video game number. And then 3 other players for Labette County had 3, Phillips, Nash, and Drew Scheibe, as we are without Dylan Johnson here this afternoon. So another scoring threat absent today for Labette County, but Drew Scheibe did hit a 3-point shot. Don't see him take a lot. Might have been one of his 2 3-point shots of the season maybe, and it looked good. He came in and played well, man. Labette County down 1 at half, but in a game where it feels like they should be up a decent margin. But Ian, Paola hit threes, 6 of them in that first half.
Yeah, that's definitely going to put a lot of points on that board for you, but Labette County's playing pretty great right now, and Hudson Baker's playing phenomenal. Just need to get some key factors in there to contribute for the points on the board. Can't just be Hudson, like I've said previously. Needs Xavier to step up a little bit, as well as Barrett make some 3-pointers like he did last night. And Nolan Nash had a big-time shot. Just needs to have more confidence in himself to shoot it more like that.
Cohee had a dozen for Paola, led the way in scoring with 3 threes and 3 free throws. Labette County will open with the ball to start the third quarter. Last game of the 3-day stretch here in Burlington. Labette County looking for their first win of the year, as is Paola. Here's Nash, extra pass Heston, they go into Baker, had 20 first half points. Working on Hoffine, takes him to the right, shoots over his right shoulder or left shoulder and misses it. Rebound Paola.
Oh.
Forward pass is out of the hands of Sanders and out of bounds it goes. Turnover Paola.
Yeah, just got ahead of themselves and threw it out of bounds.
.30 seconds into the third quarter, Labette County has the ball back, trying to get back a lead that kind of went back and forth in that first half. Paola hit 6 threes and probably only shot 10. They shot real effectively. 6 out of 10 roughly is my estimate. Labette County taking a long time on this possession. Now they go. Baker, right elbow. Defended by a couple Panthers. Pitches it Bates. Heston flashes, but he doesn't get it. Phillips, he'll throw it to Barrett. Left block. Baker finds a lane, goes up, under, and misses. No foul called. Rebound Hoffine, who traveled. Panthers can't get out of their own way. Still only up 1 and still playing defense here.
Really good take from Hudson there. Just couldn't get it to finish or a foul call on him, but luckily for us, Paola got to travel and it will remain our ball.
6:54 third quarter. Ball is in play for the team in white. That's Labette County. Phillips set play. Barrett lets a 3 rip in the corner. Almost had it. He thought maybe it was good too.
This is
Paola
his side.
with the rebound.
Well, this is yesterday. This is where he hit all of his 3-pointers at. Just expecting them to fall sooner or later.
Yeah, I think you're right. He did hit all of them on
all 5 right here.
On this left side of the court here, as Labette County is moving right to left here. Bates in the corner, given room by Sanders. Tries to find somebody backdoor to Phillips, or backside rather, as Xavier will lay it in. Bates had to throw it about 15 feet across the paint and still found Phillips.
Yeah, that was a really good look at Phillips down there. He's just wide open. Nobody was guarding him.
Here's the ball tipped out of bounds by Paola. Good deflection by Labette County. Paola reached for it, and it went off their paw. Turnover Panthers again here in the third quarter, as checking in is Richmond. He hurt us a little in that first half, more so than Hoffine did.
Yeah, he's just using his body to leverage himself a little bit more with that. You know, he had that big 3-point shot for Paola as well.
Baker trying to go one-on with Richmond. He'll take it, shoot it, and is fouled. Argerbright pleased with the result of that possession, and Hudson will try to add to his 20 points.
Yeah, no, Hudson kind of did the same thing yesterday where he scored about 20 in the first half, and then the third quarter he did some damage, and then he just kind of went silent from there. But I'm hoping that he continues his scoring dominance throughout the whole entire game.
First free throw is missed by Baker. Second for Hudson. Bends at the waist, rattles it in and out. Rebound Panthers. Snatching it is Sanders. 5:50 third quarter. Paola with it. Down a point to the Grizzlies. That's 3 fouls on Richmond as he poses the best threat to Baker. 3-point shot goes down and out by Cohee, but Paola gets the board and draws a foul on Hudson, who puts both palms to the ceiling because he can't believe it, as Richmond gets right in the face of Sanders, his teammate, and yells, "Let's go." So 5.5 minutes left in the third, and Richmond is feeling strong down there.
Yeah, he's definitely came in and gave us a lot of problems. He's definitely a hype guy for this Paola team.
Yeah, I love it. I respect it. A lot of game left, and he's screaming like it was the game winner. I like it. Sanders makes the first. The second is short, and we're tied at 31. Nash with the ball. Comes near the black circle. Within it is a Wildcat logo. Now he'll approach the top of the key, closer to the three-point line. Bates right side, Baker left elbow now off the flip. Heston backdoors, but he's not there. Phillips off the screen, denies the three. Forwards it to Bates in the far corner, right in front of Labette County's managers. And what do we have? An offensive foul on Labette County away from the ball. And Richmond continuing to pile on momentum with his verbal expressions as he wants his team to score here.
Yeah, I thought that was Argerbright, to be honest. I was looking at
I
him,
know.
and he's like not making any sound, and I'm like, who's yelling?
I've thought that a few times. I've looked over at Argerbright, and he's not yelling.
He's just like pacing back and forth.
I found out the culprit. It's Eli Richmond. He'll have the ball in the short corner, defended by Baker. Entry pass stolen. Baker right to left. Richmond behind him. Bounce pass Heston. Layup good. Press the foul. It'll be a blocking call on Paola. I think it's going to go on Troutman. Heston controlled his body well.
Yeah, really good by Barrett there. Really good find from Hudson as well to pass it to Barrett to get that and one opportunity there.
Second on Troutman, each team with 2 team fouls with 4:50 left in the third. Heston's and one is missed. Rebounded underneath by Hall, who's back in the game. Ball in the corner. Sanders cut off by Phillips in the baseline. Finding at the top of the key, Troutman drives with the left, shoots and is fouled.
A really good take from Troutman there, going to the basket and using his left hand for his advantage and going up with it.
Coach Argerbright getting onto his defense there after Troutman will shoot his first free throw and make it. His 5th point of the game. One more. This one would tie it should he hit it. That's 3 on Barrett Heston.
As Lane Hoffine checked in for Eli Richmond.
Second free throw for Troutman. Short. Rebound Baker. And he loses it out of bounds as Phillips and Baker were left alone and tried to get the pumpkin. And I don't think either of them knew who wanted to get it the most, and it just resulted in a confusing turnover. So Paola will have the ball looking to get back their lead. They go underneath to Hall. Double team, loses it, and out of bounds is Paola. Turnover Panthers.
Yeah, good defense by Labette County there, and just a little bit of a miscommunication between Paola as well. What happened?
Kagan Bates began to walk the ball up the floor, and the ref stopped play. Maybe Labette County threw the ball in before the referee crew was ready. But here we go. 4:20 left in the third. 33-32. Good guys. Phillips pushing around on Sanders. Good thing the refs didn't see that. Kind of pushed Sanders in the chest there. Bates left wing, defended by Troutman. Comes off a screen from Baker. Nothing there on the lane. Ball still beyond the arc. Now Heston drives. Head fakes, doesn't get him to bite. Baker beyond the arc. Nash left wing. He's got a 3-point basket. He'll drive, have it stripped. Good hands by Sanders. Paola the other way. Shoots, foul, not the basket though. 2 free throws for Cohee approaching.
Yeah, just a good defensive takeaway from Paola there, and then going rim to rim and getting that foul on the other side.
First free throw for Cohee. He's 1 for 4 from the line and misses this one. He's 3 for 5 now.
Briggs Knight and Carson Lamb will check into the game for Nolan Nash and Barrett Heston.
This one would tie it should Cohee make it. He's 1 for his last 3 from the line and gets this one to fall. He's got 13, leads the way for Paola.
Yeah,
Hudson Baker.
Pretty good offensive part for Paola here.
Yeah, he has 3 3-pointers in that second quarter. making the score what it is now, or Labette might be up a few. Hudson Baker's been held scoreless in the third quarter. Hasn't had a tremendous amount of opportunities to score, though.
Just waiting for him to break out again and start his own scoring run.
Labette County patient on offense. Briggs Knight, a long two-pointer, dies off the right side of the rim. Phillips put back is missed. He gets his own, goes up. There's Baker,
Wow.
cleanup crew, scores it, and we spoke it into existence. Coach Argabright really upset with his defense for not getting back. 35-33, good guys, 2:55 third quarter. They go inside. Baker on the defense. Hoffine with the ball. Dish it off. Cohee, floater, missed it. Rebound Baker, looking for an outlet. Labette County pushing hard. Bates right to left. Stops in the soft spot of the zone, misses a floater. Rebounded by Curley.
Yeah, I was hoping for a defensive stop again and kind of just taking it on the offensive side and looking for something good.
As we have the 5th team foul of the quarter on Labette County with 2.5 minutes left in the third. That is the 2nd on Carson Lamb. So 2 free throws for Cohee. This could come into effect for the final couple minutes of the third quarter.
Yeah, it definitely could, and Cohee will make his first free throw attempt as Drew Scheibe will check in for Briggs Knight.
Dylan Johnson out for today's game for Labette County. So Scheibe and Lamb and Knight getting a little burst in minutes. 35-34 after Cohee misses his second. Here's Phillips, pick and roll. Baker has a lane and has another dunk. He needs to be sponsored by Oreos as he just dunks it about 3 times a game. 37-34, Labette County leads by 3.
Yeah, he probably averages like 3 dunks a game. I swear he does.
He's up to 24. Here's a missed floater. Baker fights for the board, and it's poked out by Cohee. Will be Labette County ball. Labette County will have the ball up 3 with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Labette County does have 5 team fouls. So we'll see how they play defensively. Phillips, right wing, given room, lets it fly and hits the 3-point shot. Number 3 with a 3, and Labette County's up 6. Big minute 40 for both teams here.
Yeah, really good shot by Xavier Phillips there, just kind of hoping to get a stop on defense and then take that momentum of offensive waves on the other side.
3-point shot for Sanders, bricked, rebound Baker, and a foul going the other way on Paola, unless it was 3 seconds in the lane. We'll see if they put a foul on the board. Was it a foul, Ian?
I think he went over the backboard, what he was saying.
Oh, okay, all right. So, timeout from Paola, I believe. Labette County leads by 6 back in 30 seconds. This is Grizzly basketball.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Krause in the House gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at KLKCradio.com.
They came out to a big burst in the first quarter. Hudson Baker had the first 13 points for us. Labette County was in the driver's seat, but Paola started to hit threes, and now we're kind of back where we were in that first quarter, up 6, 90 seconds left in the third quarter. Ian, what have you seen from Labette County to stretch their lead?
I've seen a lot of good offensive possessions here, just a lot more calm and passing the ball better and looking for better shots rather than just throwing it away and turning it over. And just hoping for that defensive side to kick in a little better as well. Like the first quarter we saw, they did pretty good defense and stopped Paola quite a bit. And so just looking for that first quarter to happen in this last minute of the third quarter as well as take place in the fourth quarter.
Nash with the ball on the bigger Hoffine, nearly throws it away, poked out by Paola's Cohee. It'll stay here with Labette County, though, threatening to go up 8 or 9 on this possession. One minute left in the third quarter.
Nice.
Nash naked on the block. Nobody on him. Scores it. Labette County up 8.
Really good find from Xavier and just a really good job by Nolan Nash at being open and finding himself underneath the basket for a good score.
Paola looking a little sped up. Yeah, you could see that coming. Phillips steals it, wants to throw it down. Will settle for a lay-in, and it's a block plus the foul. A big call there, as it would have either been no points and Paola ball or 2 points and a Phillips free throw. Labette County up 10 now with Xavier going to the line.
Just a really good take from Xavier Phillips there, just going up confident with that layup and just making it right in his face and going to the line.
44-34, Labette County in the lead, 39 seconds, third quarter. Phillips tries to make it an 11-point lead and misses. Baker, guess who, scores it. Labette County by a dozen.
Just a really good offensive rebound. Hudson's taller than everybody out there right now, and so he's using his height.
Bates gambles on a pass, misses it. Paola had numbers, they had the momentum around the perimeter after Bates got behind the play, but they pulled it back. Troutman with the ball, flips it far side. Labette County really amping it up here, nearly gets another steal. Bates hits the deck, saves it right to Richmond, who's blocked, but he's fouled. Bates with a big play, and Labette County's coaching staff loves it.
Just really great hustle by Kagan Bates there, and just unlucky for us that it just went to a Paola person who was wide open, and I thought maybe that was all ball from Xavier Phillips on the block, but I'm guessing the referee saw something else.
Richmond's first free throw is nothing but net. He has 6 points. Looking for 7 here in a moment. 46-35, Labette County in front. Second for Richmond, Strong sheds Scheibe and gets the board, shoots a fader, misses it, as Hudson's going to launch a full court shot that hits the support beam.
Just a bit outside.
Let's just say he missed it, but it was on line, just too strong. 46-35, Labette County wins that third quarter by 12. Back in a minute with the final quarter on KLKC.
My name is Bria, and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today and we are here for you tomorrow.
(46-35), Labette County leads Paola. The Panthers did not hit as they travel here, Paola, so it'll be Labette County ball. Paola did not hit a field goal in all of that third quarter, Ian. They had 5 points compared to Labette's 17, and they were all just off free throws.
Wow, I would definitely take that. I felt like they had a lot more points that quarter, as it felt like they were just always 1 point behind us, and then we just kind of took off.
7:30 left in the fourth. Heston with a three. Trickles over the front of the rim and down. 49-35. Heston with his first three of the game. He has 6 in the last 2 games.
I feel like that's just first of many about to happen. He'll catch fire pretty quick.
Labette County 7-15 from their first win of the year, but still a long ways to go. As it's going to be off of Paola. Troutman had it swatted away off his leg. Timeout, Coach O'Shell. He wants 60 seconds with his squad. Labette County gets a warm welcome from their coaching staff and bench players as they lead by 14. Paola without a field goal for going on 9 minutes of play. We'd like to thank Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Labette Health, Woodworth Enterprises, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Labette Bank, the Bartlett Co-op, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, and SEK Orthopedics, Doctors Mosier and Meister. Hudson Baker has 26 points tonight. He had 28 yesterday. Him and Caton O'Brien, in terms of scoring, have dominated this tournament.
Yeah.
No one's really been able to guard Hudson here.
Yeah, you know, the girls have Caton O'Brien, and we have Hudson Baker, the two stars of both the teams, playing phenomenal in this tournament. You know, Hudson's been playing phenomenal this whole entire season, and he continues to dominate every single time he's on the court. No matter who he's playing, if we think he even has a mismatch, or if he doesn't have a mismatch, or if someone is maybe his height or something like that, we always think maybe it's going to be a tougher game for him, and it really hasn't. Nothing's really bothered or affected him. He's played phenomenal this whole entire season.
Bates, left corner, elects not to shoot the three. Labette County being patient, and it's worked for him. 17 points in that third quarter. Heston perhaps looking for his second three of the fourth quarter. He'll keep this one down, stay conservative, and pitch it off to Bates. 6:40 to go in the game. Labette County leads 49-35. Phillips near half, or that's Nash, near half court is fouled. Coach O'Shell disagrees and is going to seek an explanation on that one.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't happy with that call, but as a Grizzly fan, I'll definitely take it. Kind of seems like Labette County and Arger Bright's plan is to just kind of waste time off the clock, so Paola can't have any possession of the ball.
That's 4 on J.D. Troutman, and he'll stay in the game. Kind of has to for Coach O'Shell's team. Heston in the corner, double team, finds Baker short corner. Now he's doubled. Sheds one, fades, gives it to Bates. Unselfish play, but he misses the layup. Kagan in trouble, and it's out off of the leg of Sanders. Will stay with Labette County.
Yeah, some Paola fans aren't very happy about Hudson's post move, but just using his body for advantage.
Phillips in the corner in front of a pacing Coach Argerbright, holding a towel in his left hand. Baker misses a turnaround. Heston with good hands off the rebound by Richmond, swats it away. It's a jump ball, and it'll stay with Labette County. Great hustle from Barrett Heston.
That was really good from Nolan Nash. He was the guy who was on the ground fighting for the ball.
Oh, yeah, him too. I guess the guy who hits the ground hustled hard too. Phillips will throw it in, finds Baker, catches it over Sanders, and a travel will be the call on Hudson.
I don't know. I maybe disagree with that a little bit. Just because he got the ball swatted from his hands.
Paola looking for one more push. Cohee has the basketball. Ball's on the right half of the floor. Now they go to the middle. Floater is up and missed, but Troutman's fouled by Baker. Again, doesn't believe the call. And that'll be just the first on Labette County in the first 2.5 minutes of the quarter, and the fourth on Baker. Argerbright spinning that towel in his hand, trying to maybe weigh his decisions here.
I think I'm going to have to pay you your dime real quick and say that was a ticky-tacky foul right there.
Yeah, hey, I'm glad you remembered. I do have that trademarked. First free throws missed by Troutman. Still no field goals for Paola in the second half. Second free throw's good for Troutman. Makes it a 13-point Labette County advantage. Phillips passes it ahead across half court to Heston. Entry pass to Baker, and he's fouled from behind by Richmond. That might be 4 or 5 on Richmond. I'm not sure, but I know he's getting up there. It's his 4th.
That'd be a big factor for Labette County if Richmond fouled out of the ball game.
Nash with a nice looking pull up, and he hits it from 12. Pure swish from the freshman. He has 7. Nice to see him rip the cords here today.
Yeah, he's playing pretty good ball right now.
Phillips with a steal, gets his left hand in the play. Going the other way is Labette County. And Xavier Phillips, after he's fouled, is doing a great job defensively, just kind of lurking and then swatting these balls in the air.
Yeah, he's playing pretty good defense today. He's getting a lot of steals.
Ball is in. Phillips, Heston calls for it, lets it rip off the left side. Baker tips it to himself and catches it. Phillips at the top of the key, cradles the ball, crept out on by Troutman, weighs his decisions, goes to the corner, Bates catches it. Now he'll try to decide where to go out of the double team and find Phillips. Skip past Nash, head fake drive, Euro, give to Baker. Ball's on the deck, fought for, Sanders has it, timeout Paola. 51-36, Coach O'Shell bells his team out. It's a 30-second break back in that duration here on KLKC.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
51-36, Labette County in front of Paola, searching for that elusive first win of the year, and they're just under 5 minutes away from getting a taste of it. They're going to have to play some defense, though, as they have. Paola just with 36 points and yet to hit a field goal in the second half.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time, and just like that, Paola hits a three-pointer in the corner to extend or cut closer to their deficit.
Labette County with the ball, broke the press. Heston open underneath and scores it over the chest of Hall. Barrett Heston scoring the ball well too. He has 7. Good answer from Labette. Here's a drive by Troutman, missed the up and under. Rebound Heston. He didn't feel the Panther behind him, and he'll get up ahead to Nash in the corner. Now Nolan pulls it down, looks for somebody. Phillips wants to go to Baker, does so on the right block. He'll decide what he wants, kicks it out Barrett. Head fake drive, one dribble kick to Phillips, and a timeout from Coach Argabright. We'll thank a few sponsors and then step aside for 30. We'd like to thank Community National Bank, Tank Connection, Wood Insurance Center, USD 506, SEK Orthopedics, Doctors Mosier and Meister, the Corner Store of Altamont, and Olson Ace Hardware. Again, invite you to stay tuned for our Bowen Pharmacy post-game show, where we will hear from Coach Argabright and break down the next few games for Labette County. Back in 30 seconds, Grizzlies close to their first win of the year.
Unbelievable! Sparklight is unveiling unlimited internet for just $25 a month. Get reliable 100 meg internet for just $25 a month for 12 months with unlimited data. That's unlimited internet. Call 877-469-3057 or visit sparklight.com/savings. Sparklight, a new breed in high speed.
(53-39). Labette County in front of Paola. Both these teams winless. Labette County certainly looking like they have the say in, or should I say, who leaves with a win, as Paola would have to have quite the finish here with 4 minutes left, as they are going to have to play defense down 14 with 4 minutes left. Not the best spot to be for the Panthers, and Labette County's played pretty well today as they've really started to figure some things out offensively here in Burlington.
Yeah, definitely gonna come into league play and play all these other teams and be a totally different team on offense when we play them.
Blocking foul called on Kagan Bates. Labette County almost drew Independence on the boys' side, as did our girls earlier today when they lost to Indy by a couple. But Independence boys beat Paola fairly handily last night, real late. That game didn't start till about 8:30, a little after. And Independence boys will play, I believe they have the 5 o'clock game here in this gym here later, as the first free throw is good for Cohee and the second's good as well.
A lot of good minutes from all these Labette County boys on the court. A lot of talent, very young.
53-41, Labette County up 12 with 3:40 left. Drew Scheibe in the contest. Throws it to Phillips. Baker on the bench. Here's Nash in the corner. Coach Argerbright with his arms crossed. Watches the freshman dribble out of a triple team. Bates skip past Phillips to Heston underneath. Labette County electing to burn some time here. Scheibe at the free throw line. Has room and elects to kick it back out to Phillips. We'll see when Labette County elects to pull the trigger. They've had a lot of opportunities to do so, and after all of that, Nolan Nash travels. Sometimes it's harder to burn clock and be conservative than it is to play aggressive. You know, like you're up 12, you think, yeah, let's burn time, and it's a smart decision, don't get me wrong,
Yes.
but it can be hard to just burn clock. You'd think it'd be easy.
I think it's a lot easier when there's maybe a minute 30
Right.
left and you're trying to burn the clock, but when there's 3:30, 4 minutes left on the clock, it's very difficult.
Yeah, that's a good point. Baker gets a block and rebound. He's got a couple blocks tonight. They go inside to Heston, gives it to Baker as he's grabbed from behind, but no fouls called, and he'll lay it in for 2.
Yeah, I think Paola would probably rather have that than a foul call and him go to the line and possibly make it a 3-point play.
Heston swats at the rock again, and it was a good swat as the ball popped out, but evidently he caught a bit of flesh, as that'll be Barrett's 4th personal foul, and each team has 3 fouls in this quarter. 2:40 left, Labette by 14. Ball goes into Curley, defended by Bates. Throws it midcourt to Cohee. Labette County still playing strong defense. Cohee goes up, under, off the glass, miss. Rebound Baker. Outlet pass is almost no good, and then the extra pass is intercepted. Phillips was trying to advance play. Paola underneath is fouled by Bates, as Bates was kind of laying on the ground. I don't know how he fouled anyone.
Yeah, I'm not sure quite either, but just not bad defense at all. Just kind of careless with the ball right now and kind of just threw it away.
Ball goes in. Never mind, it goes directly out of bounds. Looking for Cohee was Troutman. And it landed in row number 1. Turnover Paola. And Labette County can really, really smell the cookings of the first win of the year.
Knock on wood.
Yeah. But yeah, Labette County has earned the position they're in today. It hasn't been a fluke. They've played well. This is one of the better winless teams you'll see anyways, so it's not like we're shocked or anything. But Coach Argerbright wants a timeout. It's a full one. We'll be back in a minute here on KLKC.
Hi, I'm Shelby, one of the pharmacists at Bowen Pharmacy. Not only do we keep you up to date on your COVID and flu vaccines, but we also offer pneumonia, shingles, hepatitis, meningitis, tetanus, and whooping cough vaccines. Based on the latest CDC guidelines, we can recommend the vaccines to keep you and your family healthy. Thank you for always choosing Bowen Pharmacy. We're here today and we'll be here tomorrow.
Labette County leads by 14 with 2:12 to play and the ball. It's in play. Clock runs. Kagan Bates has it. Double team comes, but he sheds it easily. Labette County is most likely going to try to burn clock to the best of their ability as Baker has it. Never mind, it's stolen. Tough position. Heston threw about a 3-foot pass that was clogged to Baker. An up and under, and that might be an and one, or are they going to say
Wow.
no basket as it sat on top of the backboard and then fell in? So no basket, but the foul is still true, and it'll be 2 free throws for Troutman.
I think that's one of the more, that's probably the most impressive non-and-one calls I've seen.
Yeah, as he was fouled and still got the ball to somehow kind of sit on the top of the backboard and then go in. You could try that all day and probably never make it happen. But Troutman did right there. Misses the first free throw. Phillips in for Nash, who takes his time getting off. Or no. I actually don't know what just happened. Troutman misses the second but gets his own rebound. Sorry about that. Here's Baker after a block and steal. Whip pass to Phillips. He won't shoot it, but continue to burn clock and then throw it away. He could have shot the layup and put Labette up 16, but here comes Paola shooting and getting fouled and shooting 2 more free throws.
Yeah, I don't think Kagan wanted a foul call there, as he thought he maybe could have got away with the charge, but I don't think his feet were quite set yet. As Curley misses his first free throw.
Paola has been pretty spotty from the line, Ian.
Yeah.
As they've split like every pair. In fact, they've split every pair but one.
They just did it again. Curley made his second free throw.
55-42, Labette County by 13. Baker fouled but no call. Paola maybe would have liked for it to be called. They just have 3 team fouls. Here's Phillips running around in and out of the pawns on the floor. Minute 20 left in the 4th quarter. Baker, turn and give Heston, extra pass Phillips. Labette County certainly not looking to score. Paola will see if they do foul. Down 13 with a minute 5 left. And Labette County continuing to throw it around. So Labette County is going to get their first win of the year. We had to wait until January 20th, but we will take the win.
Yeah, definitely.
They've slowly, they had absolutely shown signs of figuring it out, but it just never quite happened, and you could feel that one was going to come this weekend, Ian.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I definitely felt like something was going to happen this weekend. If it was the first game, second game, or even this game, I thought one of those games we could have won, and I think all those games were all tight games. We definitely could have won if things went a different way, you know. But this was definitely a good win for Labette County, and definitely need to take momentum off of this and bring it in the next week when we play Coffeyville, if I'm correct, right, Jack?
Yes, Coffeyville next Friday, part of a 4-game stretch at home.
Yeah.
Boy, is that music for sore ears. I don't think that's how the saying goes, but I'll trademark that
music
too.
Music to my ears.
I'll trademark that too, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's a quarter,
music
though.
to my ears, that's it. I like it. First free throw for Bates after he was fouled. I guess I should tell you that.
Yeah.
He misses the first. 45 seconds left. Labette County up 13. Bates with one more free throw. He hasn't scored tonight, but, man, defensively has he hustled around.
Yeah, he's done a lot of great things for Labette County defensively, and he's been on the ground everywhere you see him, and he's been a pretty good leader this ball game.
Hopefully this sparks a big run to close out the month of February and January in the SEK. As Paola misses a 3, Baker with the board, and Labette County leads by 14 with 30 seconds left. Versus Paola and Burlington Middle School on January 20th. Labette County's first victory has been secured as they'll just kind of throw it around. Paola still being stingy defensively. You got to admire the will from Coach O'Shell's squad. Grizzly fans slowly arise to their feet and applaud the 5 on the floor, the 5 on the bench, or 6 on the bench, and the coaching staff. First win of the year is secured. That monkey is off of our back. Labette County wins their first game of the year, 56-42 over Paola, and a 4-game home stretch hopefully Labette County can add to here coming up starting next Friday. Back in 3 minutes with the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show and an interview with Coach Argabright. Welcome into the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show of Labette County Grizzly basketball. And for the first time this season, we can say it's finally a victorious, as we like to say when the girls win, postgame show. As we'd love to hear from Coach Argabright. I'm sure him and the boys are excited. As you get that first win, it's a nice hump to get over. Sure, it's a team you anticipated to beat, but that doesn't matter. It's the principle, Ian. You got that first win, and now the rest of the schedule maybe doesn't look so bad. I know that sounds weird, but there certainly is some cognitive processes about this when you're winless.
Yeah, you said it yourself. They came in this game expecting a win, and that's what happened, but you can't expect every game that a team that has a good record that you're going to lose to them. You got to expect to go out there, give it your all, and expect maybe a win to come out of it instead of just straight to a loss like I feel like they've had in the recent to some of the teams where they don't think that they can beat them. But they are a talented team that can do a lot of great things if they just put their minds to it. I think they can go a long ways with this momentum they just got off of this great game they just had. So they just got to ride that momentum and go get Coffeyville and get a win off of that, and just continue dominating. And then 4 home games has got to be a fantastic feeling for Labette County boys, especially just coming off of this win here. Going home and then having the crowd there with you. You play better at home sometimes, and I just think our boys are just they're gonna go on a tear now.
I certainly believe so as well, Ian. as I'm going to pull up the schedule here. We'll take it a game at a time for sure, but just to kind of give you an idea, they will have Tuesday off, thankfully, after playing 3 games in 3 days here in Burlington. And on the 26th, so a week from yesterday, this coming Friday, we'll host Coffeyville. And then we go Tuesday, Friday, alternating for, I believe, the rest of the year, as we're home Coffeyville, home Independence, home Parsons, home Chanute. Boy, is that fun to look at, as we're joined now by Coach Argerbright, first win of the season, as we should have a headset somewhere for you, Coach. Ian, feel free to chime in if you have a question for Coach.
Yes, sir.
Coach, you get the first win of the year.
Yeah.
4 games at home coming up. We're going to savor this one for tonight. How'd you think tonight went? Hudson Baker really leaning into those strengths, man.
Yeah, he. I want to say he had 20 in the first half. 8, 10, 12, 13, 14,
Yeah.
16, 18, 20, 22,
Yeah.
24, 26, 28. Yeah, he's really playing well. He's learning how to use his body. He's just really looking polished. He's just making that senior jump and really leading us on both ends of the floor, rebounding, passing. You name it, he's trying to do it for us right now, and I can't be more excited for Hudson and Xavier to get their first win, this year. It's not anything probably what they thought it was going to be coming in right now, but they've kept battling. They haven't pouted. They haven't.
Right.
They're trying to lead these young kids. They knew we were going to be young. We talked about we're going to have some pains, and we're trying to just get better. So to see them have some success and a smile on their face, that's really all I wanted to see today.
Some teams, when they're winless and get that first win mid-season, it's just jubilation and happiness. But with this, it's just like, finally, because this is a good team. And so wins are coming, Coach. And you guys are scoring the ball now. Scored 61 yesterday, 56 today.
Mm-hmm.
But today you hold Paola to 42, and I think 1 field goal in the second half.
Yeah, 12 in the second half. I didn't know it was 1 field goal. Now that I'm looking at it, I didn't even know that. We talked about it at half. If we bought into defense that second half and worked on our closeouts. Granted, to Paola, they hit a lot of threes in that second quarter. Went on a run.
Yeah.
We knew that they might cool off, but we had to work on ourselves, closing out and doing those little things where they don't have those open looks. And I put a lot of different guys on number 2 that hit a lot of threes for them. And Bear and Nolan and Kagan, they all really stepped up to the challenge on defense, and it wasn't just them, but I really pride our program on defense, and tonight we really bought in that second half, and that was the difference in the game. Defense will win you games, and if you're not scoring the ball well, you need to start to play harder on defense. So we're starting to put some things together, and we're not anywhere close to where we want to be, but I know I got a room full of guys that are going to work hard and compete, and that's all I really want.
It was 3 games in 3 straight days, and sickness really seemed to put its foot down on some teams. How was overcoming that, changing up pieces, and was 3 games in 3 days a little different for you from a coaching
we talked
standpoint?
about it on the way up, just the tiredness. I think our guys are a little winded, playing 3 in a row is a little different. It's kind of MAYB-ish. But to have different guys every day. Drew Scheibe stepped in and played some big minutes the last couple of days because we had some guys out and did a nice job. Caden Blackwood came in and did some nice minutes. Briggs was gone the first day, came in and played. Carson Lamb was gone yesterday, but he played today. Dylan Johnson was gone today and was sick most of the week. So, and it affects them on the court. They, being sick, you kind of have a hard time catching your wind, and you just don't have the energy that probably I'm looking for all the time. So, I'm just proud of the kids that stepped up. There was no pouting or, oh my gosh, we don't have this guy or that. It was just, all right, next man up, and let's go to work. So just proud of our group and the way they worked tonight.
Congrats on the win, Coach. Eyeing down 4 straight home games. One at a time, but that's just nice. The first month and a half typically for us with Circle, Burlington, just kind of exhausting. So that'll be nice.
It's going to be really nice. It's nice to be at home. It's going to be, nice to win at home. So
that's right.
We've got to find a way to take care of our home court and go defend that. So, we talked about in the locker room, like you said, it was finally a win because it wasn't just like, oh my gosh, we're not going to win again down there.
Right.
It was, thank God we won tonight, but let's go find a way to get another win. Don't be satisfied with one. And I know what's in them. I've seen it from practice to Like we talked about with Bear the other night, he shoots it well in practice, and then finally he's starting to shoot the ball well in games. It's just transferring it, getting those varsity minutes and getting that experience. So just really proud of him, and I don't want him to be satisfied. I know my seniors aren't satisfied. They've been a part of 2 back-to-back sub-state championships, so I know they're not going to be satisfied, and they know the ultimate goal. So I can't wait to see what this group does, and I'm excited to get them back in the room on Monday.
Me either. Some of those teams we play here in the next few weeks are going to see a different version than what they saw a month ago. That'll be fun. Coach, congrats.
Thank you. Go Grizzlies. Everyone be safe.
Thank you, Coach. Congrats on that win. 50, well, I shut my book. I shouldn't have shut my book yet. 56-42, Labette County gets its first win of the year. We'll be off on Tuesday, but back at it in Harrison as Labette County plays host to Coffeyville. 3 straight days is over, and Labette County gets that win. For Lucas Hayward and Ian Harlow, I'm Jack Leake saying good afternoon. Have a good rest of your day, Grizzly fans, and as always, God bless.